Okay, everyone, welcome to the reading. This is for everyone's highest and best good. Remember that this reading is for those that it resonates for. It could represent the past, present, or future. Know that free will can change the meaning or outcome of a reading at any moment. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Before I started getting ready for today, I was instructed to do the fourth card in every deck that I feel called to use. And so 444. And I see a vision of knuckles being smacked with a ruler. So maybe you were living and raised in a Catholic or boarding house growing up, and you just felt so disgusted and upset, and you're like, oh, why can't I just have life the way I want it to be? And fast forward to you like walking along, you have like long hair and it's like blowing and you feel like really, really good about life. Now you're in your mid-20s and you are living how you want to, and you are looking around at your life now. You're like sort of like walking through an area that has trees. And you're like, okay, now what? So this is where this reading picks up. Okay. And this is by the First Aid for Broken Hearts Tarot. This is Justice. Restore balance, fairness reinforces your purpose. And she's wearing a white gown. You could say sort of a dressy gown with white flowers all around. There's part of a moon there, and she's holding some scales in one hand, and there's some butterflies around. So you are at that point in your life where you get to be your own justice. You get to make life how you want it to be. And the white represents new beginnings, fairness, and listening to your intuition, be guided by the light of the moon. And you might be very, very intuitive. Or you're wondering what life is all about, and this card is for you. You are going to restore justice to your life. And there is bamboo. Bamboo is all about strength and owning who you are. And very much you're like standing there, not wanting to look at what's in your hand, not wanting to really evaluate what you have available to you. And here we are from the same deck, Wheel of Fortune. Cycles of changes in motion, treasure your transformation. And this is sort of just straight up is telling you. You got those wheels going, you are riding and biking and moving forward with your own body. You are in control here. When it comes to riding a bike, you are handling the whole thing. And there are umbrellas, and it almost has like a Mary Poppins type of feel, where you can use magic, you can use your life, you can use any aspect of your life to create positive forward movements, and know that you can go up, up and away. And you look at these two cards, she is like looking away, sort of like how you felt when you're a teenager. You're like, ugh, just like not going your way. And here she has a much more positive feel, and she's like, we are doing this. And it's sort of like you're talking to your younger self here, and you're like, we are making forward motion. This is from the Herbcrafter's Tarot deck. This is Raspberry. Looks like a really nice summery, early summer day, because that's when raspberries are ready here in the Northern Hemisphere. And there's lots and lots and lots of abundance here. So we have 3 of earth, and she's talking about fortune here, and look at that bounty in those baskets. But how did that bounty get into the baskets? You went and picked them. You're like, you made a decision. I'm going to go raspberry picking. You are going to go into the fields where there is abundance and not where there's scarcity. And make sure you're not constantly dipping back into the same well all the time, because that well runs dry after a while. So make sure you're seeking new grounds. You're doing what you've not done before. And among the raspberry bushes, there are thorns. There are thorns there. And there's 1, 2, 3. So you can make it happen before the 3rd time in your life. First time was 14, now you're in your 20s. And they say 3 times a charm, but you can make it before then. And look all that lush, lush, lush greenness. Your life is full for the picking, and it's up to you to pick it. And there's a lot of brightness here. Here, there's sort of like muted colors. We got some more yellow and brightness here and some red coming in. So also working with your base chakra too will help you to figure out where you are in life and who you are, and what you want to do, because how you're raised and how you want to go forward can be 2 completely different things. This is from a Cherry Blossoms Oracle card deck. Transcend challenges. As you navigate hardships with a spirit of determination, optimism, you embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth. So you definitely went through some hardships as a teenager. And if you're in your 20s, you're still just getting started. And every decade is a decade of evolvement and becoming who you are. If you are the female nature, then every year, every decade, I feel like we go through a transformation. As a child, and then teenager, then 20s, figuring yourself out, and as you blossom more into a woman, as your 30s and your 40s. And we've been told a lie that in 40s that we're done being women. That's so, so wrong. As a massage therapist, I've heard clients say to me over and over and over again, when you're in your 40s, you really come into your own. You really figure out who you are. That's when life really begins. So don't believe what you've been told, that your trees and roots are dying up in your 20s and you need to really figure out life. It's just beginning, really. And look at this tree here. Like, despite it being like really dry around the roots, it's really, really blossoming at the top. So it's like you've really dug in and you are making it through, and you really, really, really are blossoming no matter where you put or where you find yourself. And I feel like this will probably be true throughout your whole entire life. So keep moving forward. This is from the Feminine Divine Affirmation card deck. I feel positively vibrant vibrations all around me. They are constantly expanding. I'm radiating love, joy, and pure light. And she really is wearing that goddess crown there. And part of how you're going to get to where you need to get to is, yes, determining and figuring out who you are as a day-to-day basis, but also meditating and taking time to go within. Like walking among the trees that you have been doing is really huge, and getting out into nature, because that's where, when you're out in nature, you have the silence all around you. You have nobody else telling you who you are and what you're doing is or is not right, or maybe you feel like you're the black sheep of the family, but you're really, really, really wearing that crown. But making sure that you're meditating and getting yourself off by yourself, so only you can hear your voice. Nobody else can tell you what to do. No mentor, guru, or expert will tell you who you are. You can use their information to get to understand certain knowledge and experiences, but then at some point you realize, okay, that served its purpose and it's time to move on. This is from Intuitive Answers, Guidance. Yeah, Intuitive Guidance. This is from my own deck, which is available on Etsy. Ask. Ask if you don't know. Ask if you need help. Ask until you get a yes. And there are times when you really, really sense that something is what you want in life and where you want to go, but you don't get that yes from your spirit guides until you're 100% aligned, and it can take decades to get there, but you will get there. And the more times you ask, the more times you're open, you will get there faster by the way and guidance you're given and what you need to heal along the way. Because if you've gone through hardships and you were left alone in a boarding school, there's some abandonment wounds and family wounds, stuff like that, to work through, to fill in the gaps so you're not operating out of a wounded heart. And actually, if you're in your mid-20s, your heart chakra is just really starting to become fully developed. So you're still figuring out what love is and how you want it to look based off of your family values and your worth off your base chakra. So another way to really help yourself is just get some Reiki done. Will help to heal your chakras and for you to move forward. And wonder instead of worry.